What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Hope everybody had a happy, Merry Christmas, happy holiday seasons, all the good stuff, Hanukkah, whatever it is you celebrate. Hope you had a good one. We're back. We're talking Juve, and we have to see what is going on in this Mercado that will be started back up here in the coming days. Stick with us. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the bianconerizonechannel. My name is Justin Sofro, and today it is a Monday. It is December 26, 2022, and of course I got your latest rundown of all things Juventus, all the news you care about each and every day. Before we do that though, do me a solid favor, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos, and like I always say, if you could, give me a follow on Twitter at Justin Sofro as well. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the news that is. Is there a lot? Well, there is some important information, though I will not say it is a plethora of new news, but overall we're trying to figure out where the pieces may lay, especially with Juventus coming back into the fold, ready to play here in the coming days, and then you're going to look at who are they going to replace, who are they going to keep long-term, and then are there other players that could come in? Well, first up, let's talk about the injury issues that go on for Juventus. Gazzetta dello Sport's reporting and talking about the different injuries that are occurring and the guys that are healing up, or are they ready to go? Well, we'll see. Federico Chiesa is ready to come back from injury and will be available for the match against Cremonese on the 4th of January. That's very good news. Need to see him back and healthy, especially if I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do it. I was going to do it. I'm going to do it. You know what? I'm going to do it. Screw it. I'm going to do it. Especially if Di Maria is only going to give a half an effort now since he came back and he's really done. He's done. He wanted to retire, but he decided against it for better faith. But you know he's going to be phoning in all the performances. There you go. You got it from me. You got it. There you go. All right, that's for you, Julian. We continue on. It is a different matter for Dusan Vlahovic, though. The Serbian is carrying out personalized training to remove the pubalgic. That's it. He's got inflammation down there, I guess. Training. Anyway, as of today, there are no absolute certainties about his return to the team. Closing with Paul Pogba, the Frenchman has been running on the pitch for a few days. Now the test for his gradual return to the group will start. We'll see if Paul Pogba will ever play a meaningful game for Juventus this season. We'll keep that on the radar. We'll put that on the watch list, I guess. The first time he'll play, well, the first time he shows up on the pitch in January will be the first time he played all season. All right, let's continue on. The idea is to bring him back to full fitness in order to have him in the challenge against Napoli, at least on the bench, with the debut that could be around the end of January. Okay, here's the one thing I will say. If you have him ready, and you're just keeping him on the bench for Napoli, that's not good enough. The one thing we've said that I've seen from Paul Pogba, he came back from injury, obviously, a little bit before Juventus purchased him, and then they had him play in that first match, obviously, in the preseason, and he got injured, and we missed him, we'll never see him again, kind of thing. But at the same time, if you have the Napoli match, and he's healthy, and he's good to go, and you're not playing him, and you just want to help him feel it out until the end of January, that's not good enough, bro. That's a waste of money, bro. We don't need it. Like Paul Pogba, his entire purchase has been a waste of money, has been a massive failure at that point. He's got to be good to go. He's got to be here for Napoli. At this point, this is ridiculous. All right, let's continue on, though. Talk about the other stories that are going on with Juventus. And one player, won't he leave? Obviously, we know he's more than likely going to leave in the summer mercado, but what about January? Well, it looks like Nico Schira is putting the kibosh on the idea of Adrian Rabiot leaving Juventus in the January mercado. Says that despite the latest rumors, there are no ongoing talks between Adrian Rabiot and that of Tottenham for January. The French midfielder would be interested in signing for a Premier League club in the future, but has not received any offers from the Spurs as of yet. So Paratici's not coming to the rescue right now. Actually, it's not coming to the rescue. Let's be honest. Juve could utilize him, especially if he's going to continue playing the way he has throughout the season so far, trying to earn that payday. Well, he's going to do it, but hopefully he can do it for Juventus, maybe on a track to potentially come back and win the Scudetto, though you're 10 points down, and then you still got to beat out Milan as well. So we'll continue to monitor that, see what happens. But right now, Adrian Rabiot probably staying till the end of the season. That being said, one player that is having a bit of changes in the background scenery of who's their guidance is, who they're going with, especially in the agent realm, how that could affect Juventus, we got to talk about, is that of Moise Kean. Right now, we have Days in Italia, who's reporting that Moise Kean will leave Raffaella Pimenta to move to the Pastorella brothers or Alessandro Lucci's WSA, and who knows, maybe this decision could also change his future. That's a lovely way of saying, bleep all. So what I mean right here is, as it stands, he's a Juventus player. He will continue at Juventus until I hear otherwise. Him switching agents is a big deal. Raffaella Pimenta, obviously taking over for Raiola and everything that was going on there, is a big deal. That he's leaving her and he's leaving their organization to go to either be with the Pastorella brothers or Alessandro Lucci's WSA. One of the things I would keep an eye on, especially because he's kind of come into his own here at the end of the season, or at the end of the midway mark of the season before the World Cup. For Juventus, does that raise his stock? Does he think about maybe going elsewhere? Do Juventus still want to ship him out, maybe find somebody else? Those are important things to keep an eye on for right now. But as it stands, I'm not going to listen to anything that says maybe. If you're going to put in a report, maybe get out of here, right? Maybe this decision could also change his future. Maybe he could become the president of Italy. I don't know, whatever. Let's continue on, though, with the most important news, I guess, of the day, especially if you're Ale on the channel, if you're Alejandro, if you're anybody else, is definitely this news. I think maybe some of it's being a little bit over the top, but it is what it is. Let's talk about it. Weston McKennie and the issues he's giving the club right now. Tutto Mercado Web's reporting that Juventus are ready to let Weston McKennie leave in January. Allegri would rather sell him than Adrian Rabiot, which makes sense. Adrian Rabiot has been giving a better output for the club as of recently, but the American is demanding too high of a wage from the suitors who have approached him so far. I don't know the exact amount. It isn't put out there. Ali, I'm just going to try to say that he's asking for Leo Messi wages. He's not asking for Leo Messi wages, though he did have some decent performances for the U.S. men's national team in the FIFA World Cup. Let's not kid ourselves. Who Weston McKennie is still a very average player in the grand scheme of things at the international level. So it's important things to see how this will develop, if maybe he's waiting for the right opportunity, maybe the right place he wants to go. Obviously, it seems like an English Premier League team would be the place that he would go. Maybe Tottenham, maybe he and Rabiot could both go to Tottenham. I don't know, something to keep an eye on, as it seems that Paratici likes to purchase former Juventus players that, I guess that he bought or that he was around, obviously. Something to keep an eye on. Was he around for Weston McKennie? I don't care. I don't care if he was around or not. I don't care. He likes to buy former Juventus players. Either way, that's what we know. So keep an eye on that. Are you mad as hell about this? Are you mad? Are you real big mad online about Weston McKennie demanding wages? Or are you just like me? I'm like, yeah, of course. He's trying to get paid, and like, that's fine. Let's get him out of here. I can deal with it. I can live with it. He's going to be a pain in the ass to begin with, because anytime you're moving from one place to the other, you're not going to take the first offer. The first offer that comes is not the offer that you're going to want. And yeah, you're going to demand high wages because you want to get paid. So you're going to demand high, and then you're going to go low at the end, but you're hoping that your high is so high that the low is not nearly as low as what it could be. That's it. That's all that's happening, right? That's all that's happening. Anyway, that's the issue there with Weston McKennie. We'll see what happens as this continues to develop. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you agree or disagree with my opinions on these matters? Let me know. I'd love to hear them out. If you haven't already, do me a solid favor, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. You can follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter, and of course you can follow Bianconerizone at Bianconerizone, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. Say hello to the old lady for me.